Now that we got that annoying druid situation taken care of, I had to re-level goblin engineering again because I screwed up the specialization reset. But we got it this time, and it's almost up to 200 again. Guess we're missing our engineering goodies, but okay, we're not. Are we lagging out? UI's just screwed. Oh well, we'll go with the deadly. Reworked the poisons. So instant on the slowest. That should be wound. And then cripple on the main hand. To show the and then since I don't have my other ring, I've got to run, instead of my other darkmoon card, this to keep the crit up over 25%. We get the ZG ring or quick strike or something, we can swap that out. But to show proc rates, with our poisons up and the life steals going, we don't regen as much health now without the second darkmoon card. Oh, couldn't get it off. Let's try to stick to yellows if we can. Sometimes you can't. 11 of them. Try to get 20, that way I can buff the off tanks and shit for an MC. Still don't have an enchant on the Mass of McGowan, but it's super slow speed. Using it on an instant strike like that makes it proc poisons and the cards a lot more. I think I'm gonna slap Unholy on it because Icy Chill is too damn expensive right now. If you have a nice weapon there, like a Dalrenz or something, you can actually put Crusader and rock a Crusader buff, even though you're running lifesteals and shit, which is kind of cool. Notice I'm not using slice and dice on the first half on purpose to show the proc rates as much as I can without haste, because you don't really use that much in PvP. The reason I like lifesteal so much isn't just because of its proc rate and it helps the other procs, but it isn't affected by the Blood Fury debuff, which kind of hurts the healing darkmoon card a lot. If you have a Dalrenz instead of a Mace and McGowan, obviously your crit doesn't drop when you do the Riposte. Oopsies. The dev combo bar gives you this icon and then that chime custom sound file I have when I hit 5 points. You can put it as whatever you want. So the weapon swapping does activate the global cooldown. It isn't just a delay for the swap. But it's not much of an issue, as you can see. Why is everything such a low level? Make sure if your slow riposte weapon or stealth stance weapon doesn't have the crit, you don't want it to have less hit points, because in combat switching back to a regular main hand that has more hit points, you'll be at a deficit. It won't auto heal you. And then if it doesn't have the crit, make sure before you eviscerate you switch back to the regular main hand with the crit. Right here. Switch back, then eviscerate. That guy did not want to die, huh? The lightning sounds you hear are the proc off of the damage darkmoon card. And in PvE, like, it's really hard to tell for sure against NPCs, but it appears to stop casting, which is very odd. The sound effect matches cancel cast moves from shamans and shit like that, so I don't know if it will in PvP. I'm not sure how I'm gonna test that. I have to get somebody to do some dual tests or whatever, find out. Overall, even in a build with high haste and everything, what do we have down there? Oh, he's green. Under 25% crit, Black Hand's Breath will actually give you more DPS overall than the Darkmoon card. Black Hand tops the Hand of Justice pretty much at all times. With dual wielders anyways. Chill Windy goes. Some more eggs, buffs for the tanks. But you saw the this card has a, I think it's 2 or a 1 proc per minute, and you saw it going off twice per fight. The heal card goes off twice as much, but without the 25% crit, we take a huge damage loss there. So when I get a ring or a bow upgrade, or I don't think I'll ever get the Onyxia head for the necklace. If you don't have Atlas loot to plan out your gear, this is the gear we're shooting for with all the bosses our guild is down so far. I don't include loot from bosses we haven't down. Planning out your gear is a pretty helpful thing to everyone, to be honest. And then for poisons, I was doing instant. That'll be wound in PvP, which won't make too much of a difference. The poison procs do activate your procs from the Darkmoon cards and stuff. And then our main hand was our cripple. That way I could keep cripple up, as against that druid without it. Someone who can cure poisons with just a move was kind of a bitch. And then one macro. Where is... If you're an orc, Cold Blood doesn't activate the global cooldown, so global cooldown activated during the global cooldown and eviscerate will happen at one time. I like it there better than with Blade Fury. And then for your evasions, you can use the Juju escapes while you're up there farming Jujus. So since it's an item, it doesn't affect anything. If you have it, it uses it. If you don't, it doesn't. Just extra 5% evasion for a few seconds. Tanks can macro that into shield block, or probably don't want shield block, but maybe revenge, all types of shit. Definitely shield wall.